Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Hopefully you are all doing very good in this pandemic situation. In today's live session, I'm going to talk about IELTS fluency, or you can talk about any kind of other type of fluency, because fluency is becoming a very big issue while we're trying to speak and other stuff. Okay, so I have a request to everybody, please share the video with your friends, because this video is gonna be very effective, productive, and even life-changing if you watch the whole video till the end, because I'm going to talk about fluency, which is a very big issue in our day-to-day life. So before going to the main topic, I'm humbly requesting you guys to share the videos. And if you guys have any kind of questions, please leave a comment. I will do my best to answer them in our day-to-day life. So before going to, sorry for that. Okay, let's talk about a few important factors that we are going to discuss today. When it comes to fluency, we usually get confused. Actually, what are we talking about? Fluency means we usually think about things that makes us sound like foreigners, like we are using phonetics, accent. Okay, so the problem here is when we see someone, that person is speaking fluently or normally, we brag, we think that person is bragging. We think that person is not capable of representing himself like foreigner. But we never think that we have to learn how to speak like a foreigner. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. We cannot become a foreigner. Okay, that's the main problem of our country. We just try to follow people who act like foreigners. Okay, so the main problem here, when you're trying to speak fluently, we think about a lot of things that are stopping us from being fluent. Like number one, we are focusing on our pronunciation. We are focusing on accent. We are focusing on lexical resource. We are focusing on grammar. These four factors can be effective, but in most cases, they are hampering your fluency. How they're hampering? And there are a lot of facts that can be devastating for you, because when it comes to speaking or communication with somebody, we usually think about grammar first, because we think grammar will make us fluent. Okay, grammar can have an impact on your spoken style or other things, but when it comes to fluency, it's not fully based on grammar, neither lexical resource nor your accent. So it's definitely gonna vary from person to person. So when it comes to IELTS fluency, it's a little bit different. I'm going to talk about regular spoken fluency first, then I will go into IELTS fluency. So before we go into the main part, today's video is fully gonna be in English. So I'm gonna try my best to make it as simple as possible, because the topic is based on fluency. Okay, so how you need to be fluent? First problem we face, we fully focus on grammar. You need to overcome that barrier, because we have been studying grammar since class 6 maybe till class 12. If we couldn't learn the grammar back then, how you think you're going to learn it, or how you'll be mastering it over a few months or maybe a few more year maybe. But the issue is we are only thinking English as a complicated language which requires a lot of grammar, a lot of vocabulary, lots of other things that's going to make you sound fluent. But it's not about that. I have had a video in my Facebook as well as on YouTube, which is based on IELTS spoken assessment criteria. I will humbly request all of you to watch the video after this live session. And I'm going to take a slide from that live today. So I'm sharing that now. Hope you all guys can see that. Okay. This was the topic I made a live on few days, maybe few months earlier. The topic was based on IELTS spoken assessment criteria. Okay. So as you all can see, there are 4 criteria that your IELTS spoken assessment will be done. Okay, they will judge you on based on those 4 factors. You won't be judged on your accent or your phonetics or your showing off. Okay, because I've seen many people in my last week live. I talked about some guy who's making some awkward sound, which is sounding like gayish. I told you guys before. For you, most of you guys saw that, because when you're talking, you have to sound natural. You don't have to be a robot. Neither a girlish person. You're a fair person. If you're a man, you need to talk like a man. You don't have to act like an American or Australian woman. That's the main problem here. When we see someone talking like that, we think that's the standards. That's not the standard. Fluency means being able to speak properly without having any pause or stammering. That's called fluency. I'm not trying to pull anyone's leg. I'm just trying to make a proper point. Okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. Wallet. Okay, let's come back to the point. Okay, this slide shows there are 4 factors that will be very essential for your spoken criteria. Okay, but this is for IELTS. Before coming back to IELTS, I would love to talk about day-to-day fluency. This is the actual IELTS, but the day-to-day fluency is a very important factor, because when we try to speak, we often do one common factor. Often do common mistake. What is the state? Slip of tongue. That's that when we think that we are gonna have stammer, we are gonna have slip of tongue, we are gonna stutter, we are gonna forget things. We don't speak in English. Okay, if you need to improve yourself, if you want to be fluent, start speaking. So I haven't talked with anybody in English in a very long time. Even though I have spoken 8.5 in spoken, I haven't done it with anybody in a very long time. I have a few friends in foreign, but we have casual talking. We don't get to talk about anything important. So the topics are usually casual. So when you're trying to improve your fluency, I'm not talking about IELTS yet. I'm talking about casual fluency, means day-to-day fluency. Just try to make simple sentences, simple, meaningful sentences. If you're making mistakes with tense, don't worry. Grammar, don't worry. Try to make sentences. That's the first step you need to do. Learn to talk. Start talking. You may make some slip of tongue. You definitely forget. You will forget some words, and you have to recall them after finding out that you cannot remember that word, and write them down and learn few synonyms of that word. That will help you improving your fluency. Okay. Another factor we often do, we think if we use simple words, we will not be standard enough. Okay, think about one thing. A guy using fancy words, making 10 mistakes in a sentence. Does he sound standard enough? And on the other hand, another person is using very simple words and he's able or she is able to speak just very naturally without any stammering or any other kind of problem. Because when you're speaking, if you have to translate, if you have to recall what you're thinking, what you're going to talk, this is not going to help you to increase your fluency. So on top of that, another thing I would love to suggest all of you guys. I've seen many people going to coaching centers and doing spoken courses, but do you think that's going to help you in any way, any probable ways? I don't think so. Because fluency is something that no teacher can teach you. It's a long process. Okay, you cannot be fluent over time, over a month, over a week. It will take a lot of time, but the time will have to be invested by you, not the teacher. Teacher may teach you in a course, do some show you some techniques, show you some rules and regulations, grammars, vocabularies. But when it comes to increasing your fluency, improving yourself, the hard work needs to be done by yourself. So I will request to people not to start any spoken course, grammar course, or especially not phonetic accent course, because those are properly worthless. Let me tell you another fun fact before talking about the main factor. I have seen many advertisement wall paints in Dhanmondi where it was said that it was actually the person will be able to teach you British accent. Okay, I don't know that person knows British accent by himself or not, but there was advertisement. Many people from Mohammadpur might have seen that advertisement. So the factor is, the attraction of our Bangladeshi people is on the accent, not on the language. We focus on British accent, American accent, being how to show off. When we're trying to say something, we try to make it sound like British or American. Man, are you a British person or American person? You're from Bangladesh. Try to be a genuine person. Don't try to be artificial. Trying to be artificial will make you hold back yourself. Just let it go. Just speak naturally. Because in real life, no one is going to judge your accent or phonetics. They will judge your ability to represent yourself. In an interview or any kind of presentation, they will look into your confidence. Number one, the thing you need to have as a teacher, as a student, as a representative, whatever you call about, you need to have a proper confidence. You need to have a proper posture, gesture, physical appearance. Like you can speak fluently. You don't have to be a robot when you're talking. You need to have a physical movement, eye contact, a little bit intonation. Okay, if you have some doubts about what is intonation, try to watch my spoken assessment criteria video. That will be effective. So I have talked about a lot of things. I've said a lot of things about fluency. Now let me show you something practically. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I have had a video based on this topic. The topic was spoken assessment criteria. And I humbly request all of you guys to share this video with your friends, because I'm certain this video is gonna help you a lot, especially for those people who are struggling with spoken. Because from my personal experience, I have seen many people saying that I have no idea about English, even though they have honors, masters, even some people have done much more higher degrees than this. I don't want to brag about that. Okay, let me show you guys the important factors. If you are talking about IELTS fluency, there are 4 things there are few things or 4 things. This is actually as spoken assessment criteria. These 4 things are based on your marking criteria. Okay, these 4 things they will judge when you're speaking. They will judge your fluency and coherence. Okay, they will judge your pronunciation. They will judge your grammatical range and accuracy. Finally, they will also judge your lexical resource. So the problem that distracts us, we are fully not focusing on your fluency. We are focusing on accent. We are focusing on grammar. We are focusing on lexical resource. In today's life, I'm fully talking about fluency, nothing else, just only fluency. And if you guys like this video, I will make few other live video based on these topics. And please, everybody, whoever is watching, leave a comment and tell me how do I sound, because I'm not used to making live videos like this, especially on StreamDaki or StreamYard, I don't know the name. Okay, let me talk about another important facts. Excuse me. This is the thing that they will judge you, okay? Judge you on or just based on that. This is the thing that you need to know. What is fluency? Means what does it mean when it comes to IELTS? In IELTS exam, they will judge your fluency based on your constant rate of speech, means how long you can speak fluently without having to be paused like this. I'm thinking what I'm going to say. Just that's not fluency. Okay, no long pauses. That's the meaning, no long pauses. And secondly, don't repeat the word over and over again. Suppose you have been asked, what's your hobby? My hobby is, it's not fluency. It's just stammering. Stammering doesn't mean you have to be a person who is stammering. It's not stammering. If you're saying over same word over and over, that's also considered as stammering. Okay. So the problem here is you need to speak very simply, naturally. In IELTS, they will judge you based on your stability and smoothness. Okay. If you're talking like a robot or just parroting the teacher, it's not gonna help. I have had other videos based on these things. Please try to watch them. And the thing that I'm trying to make you guys understand, when we are focusing on fluency, we are forgetting about this is not about your accent or phonetics. Constant rate of speech. Does that sound using any accent or phonetics to you guys? Not right. Constant rate of speech means there should be a constant interval between your words. There should be some ups and downs in your voice. Those things sounds natural. Then try not to give any long pauses. I have had videos based on this. Okay, again. And when you're trying to make a sentence, don't use the same sentence over and over again, or the word over and over again, because that will make you sound, that will consider as lack of vocabulary. That's the biggest problem. That's not lack of fluency. That's lack of vocabulary. There are few factors you need to keep in your mind, because when you're speaking, you will definitely translate. As your Bangladeshi people will definitely translate. Unlike myself, I don't have to translate. I usually spend most of my time in the English environment. I usually watch English movies, TV series, songs. I'm usually surrounded by English, so I don't have that kind of struggle, even though I'm having a little bit stammering issue myself today. Okay, the thing is, when you're speaking, you need to remember that factor. But if you want to be fluent more than average people, there's another factor you need to be concerned about. That's the pronunciation. I wasn't planning on talking about this topic today, but this is a big factor. We are focusing on a British or American accent. Can anyone see those terms in here? Right? It's not here because IDP British Council, mainly the Cambridge Board, won't ever ask you to speak in British or American accent or any other kind of accent. Accent is not a vital issue here. In fact, it's not even a considered issue here. You need to be able to speak. That's the main issue. Word stress, intonation, those are the natural rhythm of speaking. You need to grow them. Say for word stress, okay. You need to have a word stress. What's word stress? Stretching the correct syllable in a word. When you're talking, just make sure you're properly pronouncing something. Again, pronunciation. Properly pronouncing something considered as word stress. While you're talking, there should be a rise and fall in your voice. And it will sound natural. Because when I'm talking, I'm definitely having a rise and fall in my voice. So it's sounding natural. If I were talking about something like a robot, it would definitely sound not natural, right? So you need to be concerned about that. And I would love to show you another few things, but I have already asked you guys to see the video that I have already made based on spoken assessment criteria. Okay, the problem about a lot of students, I have seen that even though I'm requesting you guys to do this, do that, but you guys won't listen and you guys might do the opposite I'm saying. Even though I think if any one of you are thinking that if you want to improve your fluency on your own by yourself, you should just start doing one thing, just one practice. Stop thinking in Bengali. If you're looking for shortcut, how to improve your fluency, this is the best solution. Stop thinking in Bengali. Then how will you think? Try to think about everything in English. Make simple sentences. Make simple stories. Make simple incidents in your brain. Okay, try to think about what you're going to do tomorrow. What are you doing now? What have had happened in your life before? Okay, then these kind of things. Just try to imagine things in English, because that will improve your vocabulary, thinking ability, and definitely over time it will help you to become much more fluent than other people. Because most people in our country try to brag or show off when they speak in English. But usually, fluency doesn't mean bragging or show off. It means representing yourself properly, smartly. That's the biggest issue here. So in my live session today, I was trying to talk about fluency. And if anyone have any questions, you guys can ask me now or leave a comment later so that I can make another live or answer you guys afterward. So my focus was, my goal was to this live, for the live video of today. Sorry for that, I'm a little bit excited today. My main focus on today's live video was that I can make you guys understand what does it mean as the word fluency, because we are often distracted by this word. When it comes to fluency in our mind, we're thinking like, I have to speak like some American person or British person. It's not like that. You just speak like a natural Bangladeshi person. It's not a big deal. You can speak Bangladeshi. It's neither a big deal because the teacher knows you're Bangladeshi. You don't have a red passport. Even if you have a red passport, you're not a white person. Okay. So the big issue here is you need to talk naturally. That's the biggest problem here. We are not thinking natural speaking, but thinking that we can become American or British. So this is a topic I'm trying to address you guys. Try to understand. You guys are in Bangladesh, so try to speak like Bengali. Don't try to address those people who are bragging. I've seen a lot of videos in YouTube. They're making American accent, British accent videos, making small stories, making small videos of that. They're interesting, fine. You can watch them. I won't say no. But the problem here is they can be harmful for your confidence, because you will think that I can never talk like this guy. This guy is very fluent. This guy is very confident. Any kind of fluent person, any fluent person in the world, if he's Bangladeshi or she is Bangladeshi, they had a lot of struggle being there, unless they were born outside of Bangladesh. Okay. So my request to you guys is just be patient. If you want to increase your fluency level, confidence level, you have to be patient. It doesn't have any shortcut. Nothing good comes in a day. It will take a lot of time. Maybe for some people it will take a week, month. Maybe for some it will take a year. But you have to be patient, because fluency is a natural thing. It cannot be grown by taking any medicine. Okay, there is no shortcut. Again, but don't run after books. If you want to be fluent, don't run after books. Try to utilize the knowledge you already have in your head. Means the words that you already know, grammar that you already know. If you find that's too much complicated for you while speaking or representing yourself, then try learning few new things. But don't focus on only learning new things. Okay. A lot of people just do the complete opposite. They're fully forgetting what they already know. They're fully focusing on what they don't know. Okay. If you're only learning new things over and over again, it will never help you. Try to utilize the knowledge you already know. That will eventually make you more fluent than other people. So hopefully I was able to make you guys understand a few things that I was trying to make you guys understand. And if you like my live session, please share it with your friends. Leave a comment if you guys think I need to talk about few things more other things than I have already said. And if you think I should make this kind of live video fully in English, please let me know, because I'm not so comfortable speaking full in English, especially not in front of a camera. Because if I make any mistakes, a lot of people will laugh at me. So I'm trying my best to be as confident as I can, even though I'm not that much overconfident for a person. I'm a very friendly person. So the thing is, I'm just trying to make you guys understand the value of being fluent. Okay, you don't have to be so overconfident. Just try to be yourself. Speak naturally, speak slowly. You don't have to speak as fast as I do, because I have had a long run speaking in English. Okay, so I have a lot of foreigner relatives, so I speak with them a lot of time. So I have that fluency level since +4 maybe. So it's natural for me. For a lot of people, it's not that comfortable. My request, try to practice by yourself. Another problem I see in a lot of groups, that they ask for partners. When you're trying to improve in English, we look for partners. My request would be, try not to look for partners. These days, we all have a smartphone. Turn on your camera as well as the audio, record yourself, and watch it later. That will help you improve yourself much better, because if you're talking with a person, that person won't ever find you faults. They just communicate, they will just conversate. Finding someone's faults is not that simple. Only teacher can do it perfectly. Okay, so the problem here, try to practice by yourself. Don't look for partners. You don't need a partner. I have a Facebook group. A lot of people have been asking for a spoken partner, and I usually ban those people. So the problem is solution is inside yourself. You don't need to find solution outside yourself. You already have the solution inside yourself. Okay, so use the video camera, record yourself, listen to yourself. That will make you much better, much more confident. So I'm gonna leave today. Hopefully you guys understand my message, and please share it with your friends, because fluency have been a long, very devastatingly problematic topic for a lot of students. No one wants to talk about it because we are mainly focusing on accent, phonetics, grammar, vocabularies. No one talks about fluency. I have tried my best to talk about this. So please, guys, share it with your friends. And if I have made any mistakes, sorry. And you guys think that I have to say something else about these kind of things or any other topics, please leave a comment, or you guys can personally knock me as well. My number is visible here as well. You guys can also call me. Thank you, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home. Assalamu alaikum.